think we have some sound. Alright, that sounds pretty good. Yeah. What's up, everybody? It's Steven, your friendly neighborhood anesthesiologist, but in this regard, I am an aspiring synthesist, a musician. I played music most of my life since I was in like 8th or 9th grade. Started with piano and kind of branched out from there. I went through grad school, medical school, so I ended up putting down my music for a good portion of my early adult life. So I wasn't playing the piano or keyboard as my primary instrument. I did learn kind of bass guitar along the way. I picked up a couple of different instruments, and then I saw some folks noodling around online with the Teenage Engineering OG, so the original Teenage Engineering OP1. Really got me interested in what these incredible devices could do, and I also saw folks making beautiful music from this setup right here. I couldn't wrap my head around it. It was super confusing, very intimidating, but I kind of like leaning into the journey. So I said, hey, let me jump into this and figure out where to go from here, see if I can make some music using this equipment. So I've had this set up since probably like 2019, 2020-ish, and just really am now wrapping my head around it. I have to credit the Teenage Engineering series for really showing me how to use synthesizers. They're really great kind of beginner tools, although yes, they are very not quite beginner price-wise, but they're really helpful in figuring out, you know, what filters do and how to make music from synthesizers. I recently watched a YouTube video by the guys from Ambient Music and Mylar Music. He has a channel, followed him on YouTube and social media, and I've learned so much through YouTube and social media. One of the reasons why I'm making these videos now, to kind of give back to the community that's given me so much, and just so like, hey, anybody can do this if you put the time and effort into it. So I saw their video, and they really broke down some of the things, some of the problems that I was having with, especially the Subharmonicon. People say this is like really easy. It was really hard for me to figure out how to use a Subharmonicon, but their video was extremely helpful, and like that's all I needed to kind of give me that push in the right direction. So yeah, my office is still a mess, but again, the purpose of this video was mostly, again, proof of concept, to show that, you know, one, what you can do with these instruments and devices, and number two, just to see, you know, how well I can record. The last video I posted, hopefully it was a couple days ago, didn't even have the music audio initially in the video. So somebody commented, was like, hey, there's no music on this video. So this is very much a work in progress. So thanks for tuning along, thanks for joining. Have a couple of things going on now. But I'll bring you through my setup first, and then I'll show some of the things that I've done here. I think I was able to add the video pretty well on the last attempt, so I'm gonna do it again here. Recording from my phone. So first up, is Logic Pro as the DAW, digital audio workstation. This is all going in via this USB cable, which is coming from the Teenage Engineering TX6 mixer. Probably my most used and favorite piece of gear from Teenage Engineering, because it's super versatile, very small and compact. It's a 6-channel mixer. I have the OPXY, a really fun instrument that was recently produced, really powerful sequencer, and it uses MIDI, so I've really had to stop and wrap my head around MIDI and how it works. So I have the Teenage Engineering OPXY. This is putting out, it's connecting to my laptop via USB-C, and that is running MIDI from the digital audio workstation into the OPXY. That's the USB-C, right? So the digital audio workstation can talk to the OPXY. There's a button you have to use to run MIDI from the 8 tracks. There's also, you can go to the auxiliary panel and run button 3 for MIDI, but I'm running it from track 1. I figured out how to do that. You hit shift and 1 kind of when you're in the instrument panel or the patch selection, and you can put MIDI out. Then I'm listening to all this in my headphones. Next is the mixer. So I have 4 tracks coming into the mixer. I forget what they called this series, but it's the Drummer from Another Mother, Mother 32, and the MOOG Subharmonicon. And I bought this all as a kit together. Anyways, there was like a little mixer and the power bank in the back that, you know, you can run everything together. It's all, I think, mono output. Didn't really love that, so I ended up, I'm sure, you know, this probably isn't the right way to connect everything, but all 3 of these synthesizers is going into the TX6 mixer. Then I also have a 4th channel, a 4th track that is audio coming from the microphone, so you can hear me. Last video I had like a lapel mic, and it was a little difficult to match everything up, and I kept like banging my microphone or my headphone cable into the lapel. So I figured I'd try this a different way. So very quickly I'll bring you through the patch bay. Variation. Oh, I didn't mention, so back here I had, so I had so many problems trying to make beautiful music, and I didn't realize that the trick is reverb. So I'll move this hopefully without breaking anything. So I didn't realize the trick until I think Mylar Music and a couple other artists on YouTube really showed that you have to add reverb to all this. So with Subharmonicon, I have some Valhalla Supermassive, and then on the Mother 32 also is Valhalla Supermassive, and coming from Another Mother, just a little bit of compression and some chroma reverb. It's a stock Logic Pro reverb for some just a little reverb on the drums. Then that's the audio channel. I did record a sequence that's going into the Mother 32, right? Because there's a multi-port that's coming out of the OPXY. It's going into the MIDI in here. So it's giving a clock and it's giving notes to the Mother 32. This is kind of the patch setup. I just have tempo tracking on the assign channel, and then that's getting split into the multi and coming into multi 1 and 2, which is the green cable. So then it comes down to clock from a Subharmonicon, and then it goes up to dance or clock on the Drummer from Another Mother. This was a patch that I did. I mean, it's really just one patch cable with pitch going into noise level. And I've had this and kind of haven't messed with it because I haven't wrapped my head fully around the DFAM. But the beautiful thing is now we can add a little. Let's pick it up a little bit. Then add a little sequence too. So it adds a little bit more chaos. So the DFAM won't get into, it's just like I just have it set to a kick. Let's change the pattern up a little bit. So, Mother 32, it took a little bit to wrap my head around how to make cool music or sounds through this. A lot of YouTube videos figuring out how to shape the frequencies. So, real quick, I guess I'll just finish up with the Subharmonicon. So I have two oscillators going, and then I figured out through that Andertons music and Mylar music video how to kind of work and make that function. So I think that's the whole setup. I didn't mean to actually record the whole video off my phone, but I'll stop that for now. Cool. So I really like the reverb on the Subharmonicon. finally, really excited to see where this goes, and hopefully just keep on getting better. Maybe some live performances.